Good morning. How do I make this big? Oh my gosh. Good morning. I'm a little tired, but we're here. Sometimes on days like today, it's just a matter of showing up to the charts, like genuinely. Like I don't want to really show up right now, but I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna watch the charts, and yeah, yeah, we're just gonna watch the charts. If there's a trade that presents itself, so be it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we are showing up. It is 8:58 Eastern, March 13th, Friday the 13th. Does that mean we should short? Anyway, yeah, we got a lot to look at. We'll go top down. I got SP Pro X out. I about to get Trading View. I mean, everything else out. Tradeovate and um, I'm about to get Tradeovate out and Discord and everything. So, yeah, like I said, I'm a little tired, but sometimes it's just a matter of showing up to the charts when you don't want to and just sitting and watching. Sitting and watching and waiting. And letting the trades come to you. So, so let's see here. Yeah, we should probably go top down. Just getting logged in real quick. What's going on? Oh. Okay, I just put my phone on silent. Dang, bro. It seems like we just had a alarm run, huh? We just had one. Well, that's lame. Why did it happen just now? Why? Oh, boy. That is lame. Looks like there's a trade probably at like 4 a.m. I mean, this is nice LRLR. You know. Dang. London people, y'all are lucky. Y'all are lucky. I'm a little jealous. There's a 1 hour outside bar, too. Dang, bro. London was just easy. Easy mode. This is why you just show up to the charts, because, like, some days you will get days where it's just, like, stupidly easy, and all you had to do was just be there. So that's why you show up to the charts, even when you don't want to, even if you don't want to be there, just sit there and watch. Because, look, like, 1 hour outside bar, we have low resistance highs. That was, like, the easiest trade I've ever seen. I mean, there's an external gap, but there's definitely other trades within there as well. Daily loss limit is set. Perfect. Okay. So have the daily loss limit set. Okay. Let's see if there's news today. Oh, dang. There's a crap ton of news today. What the heck? Look at this. So that means we'll have data highs. So, okay. Let's post this. Oh my. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Ah. I'm sorry, guys. There was just a bug that I needed to get rid of, and well, you know, drinking energy drinks every day is bad for you. Careful. I know. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. London was easy mode today. I'm a little jealous um, of London, but yeah, random guy, you're right about the energy drinks. I don't know. I don't really care. Probably should, but okay. So yeah, we got to go top down here. Um. Okay. Yeah, let's just start on the daily chart. So the daily chart, did the stream crash? Did the stream crash? It's running at 1 FPS. It's fixed? Okay, well, I don't know what happened, but if it's fixed, good, dude. It's good. Is your internet? Okay. Alright, yeah, I really don't want to have to deal with that right now. So, okay. So I guess we'll start on the daily chart. As I've been saying, well, actually, we'll. Yeah, we need to start on the daily chart. Well, at least I'm going to. So, same thing I've been looking at, right? Daily gap. Actually, honestly, we don't need to start out this high time frame. We could just look at the. Yeah, we could just start at the 4 hour. Because honestly, we're in this 4 hour. We filled this new week opening gap. Yeah, let's start on the 4 hour. We filled this new week opening gap. And it does look a little bullish at first glance, for sure. So filled this. Then we kind of have a.
You must be on mute because people can't hear you.
What do you mean?
I can't hear you on your live stream.
My audio is working.
Okay.
Let me see.
It's just my phone.
Let me watch my phone. But I'm not on mute. It says my audio is working. Yeah. My audio is working on my phone. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Still getting into the flow of things. Once again, sometimes you just gotta show up, you know? Sometimes you literally just gotta show up. Even when you don't want to show up, you show up. Let me know what you guys are thinking, though. We filled this new week opening gap. We have this breaker mitigation block or whatever you want to call it. Then go up. I could see it. I could see it. I like it, random guy. Random guy, are you going to call out the trade for us today? Random guy, I think you're locked in today. I think random guy should call out the trade and we all full port. I'm just kidding. Yeah, and you could consider this like a mitigation block or a breaker, just kind of depending on like what you want to call it, because on one hand we do sweep this high, but on the other hand it's not really a sweep of these highs. So if you want to, you can consider this a mitigation block. It's been weeks since you traded. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I said we full port on the first Reaper FEG. Yeah, bro. I'm always down. I think we should just look for pin bars off of Reapers and full port them. I like that though. I like that. Yeah, I feel like you don't need to go on the. I don't know. I don't need to go on the. I don't have enough time to go on the daily chart right now. So we have a 1 hour breaker. Then we go opening gap. I'm just gonna chart what I see. I think the RTH gap will form to the upside. Or wait, not will form. I think there is one to the upside. There's no, there will be an RTH gap to the downside. So but there's also an RTH gap already that's to the upside. So we got RTH gaps both up and down. It's a 12-hour fair value gap, 4-hour implied gap. We have equal highs here. Hey, FA's here. FA, what are you thinking? Just woke up? Nice. We got equal highs here. I have started to have schedule like us guys. Yes, there you go. We love that. We love that. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to have a schedule too. It's hard sometimes, but I'm trying. So RTH gap above, equal highs above. Got this 1 hour breaker. Filled the NWOG. I don't know. These are just the first things I'm seeing here. So I'm just marking out what I'm seeing. I think we have data highs above. Okay. Kind of bullish, but we'll be cautious today. We might drop, but still we'll have some longs. Okay. Good to know. So we have data lows and data highs, I think. So yeah, definitely data lows. Well, I don't know. I would consider this whole thing. I would consider this data low and data high personally. Even though it's not the exact point when news came out. See, this is the 5-minute candle of when news came out. Yes, we got data low, data high. Yeah, once again, sometimes you just have to be on the charts and be reactionary. We got equal highs and data high above, data low below, RTH fill below. But yeah, we just gotta show up, start charting, mark out what we see. Obviously, the market is expanding higher currently. We've been on an LRLR run since London. You can clearly see that, right? We've been running all this liquidity since London. Like, you guys understand what LRLR runs are, right? Like, it should be pretty obvious to you by now. Like, if all these lower highs, the right side of the curve is running through them, and then it targets the end of it, right? Hopefully, if you've been watching my streams long enough, you understand this. Like, at the very least, you understand, like, this is kind of, like, gonna give you the easiest trades. Hey, what up, Kalechi? Like, if you know nothing else from my streams, like, at the very least, understand that, like, low resistant liquidity runs are gonna be the easiest trades. And so you can see we've been on one since London, and we've been running through all these lower highs. So the market draws to go run these, right? And that's exactly why you always show up to the charts, because you don't know when you're going to get those super stupidly easy LRLR runs. Like, if you're on the charts in London, you could be, you know, looking at new week opening gap getting filled, and we inverse this gap, and then all of a sudden we're in this gap, and we get a low time frame trade that runs all the low resistance liquid. Like, you don't know. You don't know when you're just going to get the easiest trades ever. You just saw them? Yeah. The equal highs are nice, huh? So, once again, this is why you just show up to the charts every day. Because honestly, some days, I'm going to be so for real, some days will be so much stupidly easier than other days. And you just have to be there for it. You just have to be there because you know you're going to catch the trade if you're there. Like, it's so important to just be consistent. It really is. Spooling City, for real, bro. Like, this was just giant. This is just all just spooling all through London, running all that LRLR. Genuinely, Kalechi gets it. Kalechi, you know. But yeah, that's why you just show up. Even when you don't want to show up, you show up. Showing up is the most important thing. Just being consistent. Alright, let's see what else we got. Right? Once again, we have this 1 hour breaker. Might be helpful to see if we have a Reaper gap. Right? Clearly we do. This one's a pretty obvious one. Right? It's a pretty obvious Reaper gap here. So, might be worth having this marked out. What might happen is we run the equal highs using the Reaper gap, and then we get a short off the Reaper gap. Something to consider. Right? You can see we've already actually used this Reaper gap. I'm just going to honestly just mark it out over here. I don't want to have it dragged out on my chart, but just know that that Reaper gap is there and kind of have it in the back of your mind, because this is a really obvious Reaper gap. Do you guys see what I'm saying? This one's really obvious. If you've never understood a Reaper gap before, hopefully this Reaper gap should make it pretty clear what a Reaper gap is. Hopefully this one should make it pretty clear, because this one's a super, super obvious one, right? I'll show you. If you've never understood Reaper gaps, this is going to be an educational lesson on what a Reaper gap is. What's this? Series of down close candles before the up move that runs out all these highs. So this is a breaker. It's the lowest series of down close candles. In premium, we have a fair value gap. That's a Reaper gap. That is it. You can see how the market uses this, right? Uses it here, uses it here. So if you've never understood it, hopefully now it makes sense. It's like the most simple, obvious one I've seen. But sometimes you'll see me mark them out in weird ways. It's just because I'm just kind of like implying that it's there, and you'll see that when I do that, it still ends up holding. Okay. So let's check session liquidity, I guess, and then we also should check true opens. Also, why do I not have SMTs on the charts right now? That should have been one of the first things I pulled up. So apparently there's bearish SMT, but once again, that might not hold until later. Okay, so midnight opens right here. We might need a soup midnight open and 7:30. You can see we have both of these and the data low. So consider that possible, right? Midnight, 7:30. 7:30 looks a little bit unmanipulated. I mean, we kind of manipulated it here, but we are above both of them. I don't know. Don't you like? You see what I'm saying? Like, we could form a buy model sweeping the data low below the true opens. Is what I'm saying. Something to consider. So let's get rid of that. This is why true opens can be helpful, because you don't want to necessarily long too early if you have unmanipulated true opens, right? We might need to sweep the data low. So we're definitely going to wait for market open. Market open is going to be in 5 minutes here. What is this? Why did I mark that out there? So future RTH fill here. Let's get rid of this. Equal highs, data high, data low. Those are the main draws in liquidity right now. Temporarily, we ran the most of this LRLR. We do have a 1 hour gap here and also a 1 hour breaker. So this 1 hour breaker, we definitely want to take a look at this. This is a really nice 1 hour breaker, right? Really nice 1 hour breaker. And honestly, this is the type of breaker that usually holds. I mean, you would think with this, we should probably finish the LRLR run by going to the equal highs. We might not soup midnight and 7:30. It just depends. But yeah, we're definitely using this breaker here. This is a really nice one. So we're going to probably want to put a gradient on this as well. And we might want to check to see if there's a Reaper gap on that one as well. You can mark it out in a bunch of different ways. You can mark it out with the whole candle. You can mark it out like this, just the wick. I honestly just like using the wick if it's like this, but that's just me. Okay, so because the reason I like using just the wick in cases like this is because just the wick is going to be more sensitive than the whole thing. So let's pop a gradient on this guy. Why is this not working? There we go. So let's mark out the high 0.2 or 0.75, 0.25 or 0.5. Just watch how the market interacts with these levels, right? At least that's what I'm going to do. Y'all can do whatever you see on the charts. Don't, once again, trade according to you, what you think, not what I'm doing. Trade according to what you think. So, like, genuinely, you have to trust yourself at the end of the day. There's no other way to trade besides it, unless you trust yourself. It would kind of make sense to me if we like efficiently delivered this breaker and then swept out the data lows. Market open in 1 minute, so honestly we might sweep out the data lows, come down into maybe this Reaper gap here, and then go up. Honestly, that would be pretty textbook. If we're gonna continue the low resistance liquidity run, that would make sense. I mean, if it's a London reversal New York continuation day, it'd make a lot of sense. So you got Trade of 8 pulled up. So honestly, I kind of want to see the low of that wick get taken. And then here, I like this imbalance. Oh, that might be all it needs. We'll see. I'm not going to do anything yet. Okay, low time frame true opens. I'm going to mark these out. We just formed a bearish SMT with that high, so there's probably a micro scalp short here. Right? Possibly. Because it just formed bearish SMT, and I don't know. We're above the true opens, and we haven't really manipulated these ones. So watch to see if this is Phoenix. I mean, this, if you want to take this Phoenix, go for it. Because it's a rejection block with SMT that took out all this liquidity. But I'm definitely bullish, so I'm not taking this. See how this was a rejection block that took out all of these relatively equal highs? And it came with SMT. Once again, the market's bullish, so I'm not taking this. But if the market's going to form a Judas swing, I could see this playing out. Queen short from the 930 wick. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, bro. That's what I'm looking at. Random guy gets it. It looks pretty clean. And then we have essentially all these lows here, low resistance. Honestly, I don't mind this trade that much, actually. I think this is not bad. I'm going to prefer to take a higher time frame long, though, in all honesty. But I will tape read this. Once again, the reason I'm not is just it could be really bullish if it wants to be. We might be using CE of that right now. We'll see. Or I'm offside with this micro short. Dang. Okay. So yeah, that did not play out. That's okay though. That's why I was tape reading. I kind of like that, but you know, I think honestly, a big reason why is there's not enough internal manipulation. Like you can see, now we're getting some real internal manipulation, and now this might deliver us lower here. Any first then for value gap? Once again, I'm not taking a trade yet because it's just clearly like I want to see us probably manipulate these true opens, run these low resistance lows, ideally get a soup, and then go higher. Once again, this is the Reaper gap here. That's just what I'm thinking, but y'all get your own opinion. Please, I want to hear your thoughts. I do. So this short is playing out, this IPG. There it is. So far it's playing out, but we'll see if it does. If it, honestly, guys, this is a textbook dodgy one setup for life with the market open wicks. You remember when I used to say that? Like, we'll sweep out one side of market open, and then we'll get like a 5 or a 15-second inversion, and then we'll target the other side of market open. This is a textbook dodgy one setup for life using market open wicks. You guys remember that video I made on that? Bang. So that was textbook. And then we're going down to the true opens. Bang, bang. So now, utilizing this Reaper gap, turn on PSP indicator because now we've used this. Thing is, there's no internal sweep yet, so I kind of want to see internal liquidity get swept. But now we are using this Reaper gap. You can see how clearly we are using this, right? So far, reading the market well, looks like. Textbook, once again, textbook dodgy one setter for life with market open wicks. Any first presented for value gap? We have a first presented for value gap, so if this inverses to the upside, I mean, a lot of time I don't like it when there's no internal manipulation, but or if we use it to the downside, I don't know, maybe we'll use it to the downside. If I'm not sure, I'm gonna tape read though. But I was right about that short. Pretty cool, huh? That was a nice short. Dodgy one set it for life short. Alright, if you guys like this. There's the first one for I got. Alright. That seems like that should be relatively simple. Honestly, I don't want to be the guy that gets cooked on a super simple inversion, though. But it's coming off a precision swing point. Okay, I'm going to take it. It's too light not to take. If I get cooked on this, I am terrible as a trader, and I should quit. But the reason I'm not scared is because it's the first presented for value gap getting inversed, so. Maybe I should be scared. I don't know. We're retesting it now. I'm gonna go break even at that high. Oh yeah, I'm in the trade, by the way. Forgot to show the screen. Okay, I'm gonna go break even though. No reason we should come back to break even at this point. And then you could just target the data high if you want to. Bro, there's no way it was this easy of a day. Hold on. This is weird. Alright. Once again, we have the equal highs above as well. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be at break even yet, but I think it's fine. Yeah, so like, guys, I know like in sometimes, it can look too simple, but with this one being the first presented for value gap, I don't mind it being too simple. With it being a one dodgy one setup for life to the data high, I don't mind it being too simple. Plus, it's red folder news, so we know that the market's gonna likely be kind of simple because it's red folder news. You could target the equal highs too if you want. You could plop in a trailing stop right when we get here. That's really all personal preference. I mean, do you guys think that we're going to keep going higher here? We might go fill the whole RTH gap. If we fill the whole RTH gap, that'd be crazy. I think I might just put in a trailing stop just in case we do. Like, just replace this. Just plop in a trailing stop instead. Just in case we do. We have really nice displacement, so I'm going to do that. Right? Because why would I... If we're just going to just cut all the way up through the RTH gap, I would like to get the whole entire move. That would be nice. I wouldn't be complaining at all. So once we take the data high, I'm just going to put in a stop loss instead of a TP. Because this is really nice displacement, and for all I know, we might just go fill the whole entire RTH gap. So I would just rather just TP with stop loss rather than data high, because it's just really nice displacement. Once again, this might just deliver us really aggressively here. So I'm just going to put in a stop loss right as soon as we take that data high. It's going to be exactly like as if I took profit at the data high. Does that make sense? We are forming SMT with the data high, but I don't know. We should take this still. We have equal highs. It would suck for it to go back to break even, but we should take the data high. 100%. Okay, putting in trailing stop. Right as soon as we take it. Okay. So I just put a stop loss in. So stop loss is in. This is exactly why I just let it run, bro. Okay, well, if we go fill the hole... Dude, I'm way above my TP now. So this is why I took profit with the stop loss instead of a TP. Because I know if we just keep going, we're going to fill this whole entire RTH gap. And then I'll capture this whole entire range. That would be crazy. It's exactly why I took a trade like this. So I'm already in way with I'm already in with take profit way above stop. What's it called? My take profit is my stop loss, which is 10 points above where my TP would have been. So I'm chilling. So I'm fine with if it goes to fill the whole entire RTH gap, bro. That would be crazy. So let's set the TP at 964, bro. We are in this. We are in this. Holy crap. If it does, this is once again, this is just why you show up, bro. This is exactly why you show up. Because when you finally get a stupidly easy day, all the hard work finally pays off, bro. Oh my. This is why you just show up, man. It's literally why you just show up. This is the definition of why you just show up. Dang, bro. Yeah, I have conviction in this RTH fill, bro. This should just be really, really simple. We should go fill this RTH gap. So my take profit is set as a stop loss. Hopefully you guys understand that. So, alright. But, like, you guys have to understand, like, I have conviction that, like, this RTH gap's probably gonna fill. And if not, and if it doesn't, I'm still in 10 points above where my TP is. If it doesn't, I have no downside, bro. If it doesn't, I'm in 10 points above where my TP was. So it's like, it doesn't matter. That's why you a lot of time when there's really good displacement, you TP with stop loss instead. Because if it does run, then you just get in on the whole move. That was like stupid how easy that was. That was just almost weird. That was almost weird. Alright. Once again, I'm in. Did you take that trade? Yes, bro. I'm in with TP with stop loss here. Once again, with my TP being my stop loss, I have infinite upside. And I don't really care if I get stopped out because my stop loss is up above 10 points of where my TP would have been. So it's like, it doesn't matter. I could have trailed it more aggressively, but I think this RTH gap should fill. You have to understand, on a day where the RTH gap does fill, and I don't mind allowing myself to hit that. Alright, TP'd with stop loss. Bang. All out there.
Stop field.
That was great. That was great. Once again, my take profit is above the data high. I was going to target the data high. So that was exactly how I wanted to take the trade. Bang. We'll journal it. But yeah, there you go. 174. I could have, honestly, I could have taken profit there, but alright, well, I'm going to be done for the day probably. Unless there's something really obvious. But I think that was exactly, like, you guys, yeah. Hopefully you guys understand why I did that. Because on a day where we just, look at how nice this displacement is. On a day where we just ran and filled the whole RTH gap, I'm getting just, I'm just capping my upside if I don't TP with stop loss. That's why. It was pretty logical why I did that. I could have had the whole RTH gap. So there's really no point in not doing that when you have this much displacement. So yeah, perfect. Probably be done for the day. Once again, hopefully you guys understand. Where did I get filled for my take profit? Just understand this, guys. This is not a bad thing that I got stopped out, right? Where's my TP for this? Sell at 24,747. Let's make sure everything's exited out. My sell is 24,747. Where's the data high? The data high is 24,734. I took profit 10 points above the data high. I got 10 more points out of my trade. So there's really no downside. Hopefully you guys understand that. We'll probably go fill the RTH gap, huh? So yeah, this is basically how the trade got taken. So 2.41, or actually 2.18. Not bad at all. Once again, this is just why you show up. Genuinely. We also might have had a precision swing point right at that Reaper gap, which is kind of cool. But yep, this is exactly why you show up. You just show up, bro. That was too textbook. That was like easy mode. Easy mode. Market was just on easy mode right there. Okay, this might be the first time where I agree with Dodgy that if you didn't take that, you're probably a donut. This might be the first time. I'm just kidding. I'm not ever gonna be like that, bro. I'm not gonna say that because that's honestly it's so defeating to hear that as a new trader, like over and over again. It was so annoying for me. Hopefully you guys understand the why I trailed, because I know that likely we're gonna go fill this RTH gap. So that's why. Like I made the right decision, 100%. Dang. Bang, bang. Really good day for me as well. That was sweet, guys. Awesome trade. Like, literally straight from the textbook. This was like a perfect day. This is like genuinely a perfect day. Reaper gap. Probably a precision swing point off the Reaper. Manipulating the true opens. Dude, why was it so easy? It almost feels like it can't be real how easy this was. It almost feels like it can't be real. That was so easy, bro. That was like weird. Free platform? I don't think there's any free platforms for order flow. There's no good ones. It's really important data. I want to mix ICT and order flow into a strategy. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for it. There's not really any free ones. That stuff's usually paid for. But I'm probably done for the day, guys. I mean, just understand, like, there's no reason for me to keep trading. What up, Sweet Bro? How's it going? Let's check to see if that was a PSP. Yeah, so this was a precision swing point off the Reaper gap. They will dump it hard. Maybe. Honestly, I could have seen that us running all through the RTH gap. Have you traded? Yeah, I took this. TP'd with stop loss because I know if we keep running through that we would have just kept going. So that's why. But I TP'd with stop loss, and I was gonna, just see if it ran all the way to fill the RTH gap. Sometimes if we have this much displacement, that is totally logical, right? So I TP'd with stop loss, but the TP with stop loss was at the equal highs, so I got in exactly where I would have taken profit. Well, I actually got in 10 points higher than where I would have taken profit because I would have taken profit at the data high. Yeah. Thanks, bro. Dude, it was almost like ridiculous how perfect this was. I could have trailed more, guys. There's always ways I can learn, right? I could have trailed more aggressively, but I don't even think that was the right decision. I think I made the right decision to have a pretty conservative wide stop, because with this much displacement, I just know I gotta let it run, because with conviction, with this much displacement, I could just see us running all the way to fill the RTH gap. But we'll have to journal it. You're waiting for shorts? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll get some, but man, true opens, we perfectly manipulated these. It's so crazy. So precision swing point off the Reaper down here. What kind of trade is this, guys? Look at SB Pro. Yeah, that's right. I haven't looked at SB Pro at all, bro. Bro, the absorption at 8. Oh my gosh. Look at that absorption at 836. I mean 936. Wow. Someone market sold the low. Man, Red Fuller News just makes it easy. You see the false bull flag? I don't know. Bro, there's no way this wasn't a precision swing point. Oh my gosh. What a textbook pin bar. Wow. Wow. This is on the 5-second. I guarantee that was a PSP. There's no way it wasn't. Wow. Wow, I would have taken that if I saw that. I would have taken this if I saw it. I promise you I would have taken this precision swing point if I saw it. Wow. 19R, bro. I'm assuming it was a precision swing point. I'd say odds this was a precision swing point are 90%. Yep. You can see it's red on YM and it's green on NASDAQ. So, there you go. That's seal of FA right there off the Reaper gap. Dang, bro. Today was textbook. Like, textbook. So once again, if it's a pin bar off a Reaper, hold on. If it's a precision swing point, guys, I don't know why you're not using precision swing points, but it's like a pin bar, but it's higher probability if it diverges. Man, this was the best trade ever. This is trade of the day. I don't think this was unrealistic at all. I would take this 100% every time. This was not unrealistic. I don't care what anyone says. This was totally realistic. So this was seal of FA. And this is one of those days where you could have pyramided. You could have pyramided all the way up. Seal of FA, then the 1 minute seal of FA, then the inversion for value gap, and then honestly, you would have had 3 trades. That would have been so sick. If I saw this, I would have taken it. Hopefully you guys understand seal of FA now. So if we get a pin bar that diverges, so if it's a regular pin bar, then it's hand of FA. If it's a pin bar that diverges, it's seal of FA. And it's when it's with the Reaper gaps, new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, event horizons, or first center for value gaps. Hopefully you guys understand it now. And there was a whale that Marcus sold right at that low. Jeez. Most textbook trade ever. Ever. FA. Bro. Pin bars are cracked. feel like this is the easiest trading day of all time. I'm being so serious. I don't think we've ever had an easier trading day. It's crazy. All the true opens manipulated. Sorry, I'm so interested in this trade. This is so sick. Once again, if it's off a... If it's a pin bar off a Reaper, Event Horizon, New Day opening gap, New Week opening gap, or a... Nice! Or a... What's it called? If it's a pin bar off a New Day opening gap, New Week opening gap, Reaper gap, Event Horizon, or for Sunflower Valley gap, it's Hand of FA. And if the pin bar diverges with correlated assets, it's Seal of FA. And this one was below all the true opens too. I could take another trade. I don't want to though. But just the fact that price action's so nice, I'm not going to though. I'm not. I don't want to screw up a great day. No point. I'll probably close out of trade of 8 right now actually. Where's Ant-Man, bro? I wanted to see this so bad. Where's Ant-Man? What a great trading week. Once again, trading's a lot of time is just about showing up. 936.25. Seal of FA on the 5 second. The most important thing is just showing up every day. Non-stop. Just keep showing up, man. Just keep showing up. Because when you get a day like this, it reminds you why it's all worth it. We're going to keep going higher, and we're going to utilize this breaker. But yeah, this is about 2.1R, which is nice. Okay, exit at market and close, exit at market and close, exit at market and close. Okay, I'm closing trade of 8. Bang. Trade of 8's closed. It's closed. Bang. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna go on a little walk. That was awesome. I'll do more tape reads. I think we'll get another tape read at some point. Yeah, it's a day like today where I'm like, dude, no way it's gonna be this easy, and then it just is. Experience adds up. It's all the work that I've already done. Finally, just showing itself. Yeah, dang, bro, crazy. Where's my? Let's see if let's see if there's anyone watching. This is such a sick trade, bro. Hey, there's 4 watching. So, the way I've defined it so far is if it's a pin bar, if it's a regular pin bar, an outside bar off of a new day opening gap, a new week opening gap, event horizon, Reaper, or first percent for value gap, it's hand of FA. If it's a precision swing point off a new day opening gap, new week opening gap, event horizon, Reaper, or first center for value gap, it's seal of FA. And then if it's off like a regular, if it's off of a regular PD array and it's not off of one of those 5 special PD arrays, I just consider it flow state. Or I consider it, if it's off of a 2022 gap, I consider it 2022 plus. If it's off of a Venom model, I consider it Venom plus. So hopefully you guys, that makes sense. The definite, it might not make sense. I'll have to make a video on it, but anyway. So I'll probably tape read more trades, but I am totally done at this point. 15-second outside bar here. Be fun to tape read this. This might play out. I'm not taking any trades right now. We just resouped the 90-minute true open though. So, once again, I'm not taking this. I promise you I'm not, right? Because, well, there's obviously been no external break of structure, or there's been no external changes to delivery or anything like that. But it's a fun little trade, just to see if it's gonna play out, right? I just like to tape read stuff like this sometimes. No absorption. Actually, there was negative 137 delta there. That's some nice absorption actually. So it might play out, but we'll see. This is just a for fun thing. Delivering from this Reaper gap here. Once again, on days where it's just super simple, it just feels too easy, you know? We might have just got a pin bar. Let's see. I mean, a precision swing point. Whew. Okay, check this out. Seal of FA right here. Actually, get rid of the last trade. Seal of FA. This is gonna play out. No, it could have played out. It could have. It could have played out. But this is why it could have played out. It could have. This is why I'm just tape reading. It's just fun to tape read stuff like that. It's just fun. Because it could have played out. I still think it could. Now we have this gap, actually. Now we have another one, so let's see if this one plays out. It's just fun to tape read. We still might go higher here. No. But the fact, like, these types of trades are so asymmetric, it's like, it's so worth it. Like, I'm not saying I'm taking them right now, but what I'm saying is it's good to practice, like, possibly taking them, right? I still think it's gonna go higher. Anyway, that's why I just tape read stuff because obviously, it's just good to observe and practice, you know. But that clearly was not. It might just be bearish now because we are above midnight. We are above 7:30. And we actually used this. Do you remember that one video I made where it looked exactly like this? You remember that? You guys remember that, right? I made a video a couple weeks ago. And it's this idea of using a Reaper gap before the breaker is kind of a breaker. Like, I'll show you the video. Hey, there's 6 watching. This video right here, right? It's this idea of using this Reaper gap before there even is a breaker. This is not officially a breaker yet, but it will be. And if that is the case, then this might be a soup. To the shorts, for shorts. It's just fun to look at. I'm not saying any of these trades are high probability, but they're fun. They're fun to watch if they do play out, right? They're just fun to watch because they're so asymmetric. Like how much risk reward you can get off of one trade. It might soup into this, and then go lower. That'd be crazy. So Reaper kill shot. This is where you just randomly soup at the Reaper gap. Once again, if it might actually be bullish finally. So oh, you can't see my screen. Oh, I've had it right here. I've just had the limit. It was I was tapering. You can't see my screen. Reaper kill shot. It'd be funny if this played out. I mean, we had relatively equal highs here, so it's just like it made sense that we could just soup into the Reaper. It's just fun to tape read, guys. I mean, and the thing is, you can project out the breaker. So like, I could project out this whole breaker here. One projection takes us down to whatever this is. What is this? Oh, future RTH fill. Yeah, that would be the target. Once again, it's just fun to tape read this stuff. Obviously, you'd be scaling out all through there. Okay. Looks like it might have been a Venom model to the upside. Yeah. We still might hold this, though. Check to see if there's absorption on SP Pro. Look at that. That's a change in state right there, I bet. I wonder if this is first time for value gap. Oh, first time for value gap's right here. Once again, okay, let's just keep this on the chart because it still might play out. We just souped it again. Let's just keep this on the chart because it still might play out, honestly. Once again, I'm just having fun tape reading right now, guys. I already took my trade. I'm just having fun. Yeah, dude, this one, we finally swept out liquidity again. Low-key, this is very similar to Vol model, where you just soup in above the true opens. But yeah, I'm just having fun, guys. I'm just having fun right now. I'm just tape reading. I'm just having fun. This ain't meant to be taken seriously. This is just having fun. Just fun tape reading after a really good trade today. So. Oh, where's the 22-minute true open? This is not the current 22-minute true open. Oh, look at that. We just souped it. They still might be filling orders at this Reaper gap. And we need 10, 13. It still might be a soup. Or it's bullish. Like I said, guys, it's just fun to back. It's just fun to look at. This is not meant to be taken seriously at all. I already took my trade. It still might play out. Oh, look at that IPG there. Tape read that. Yeah, this was nice. Wow, that was nice. Once again, this is not meant to be taken seriously. This is just pure fun. Now that's true equal highs right there. And why do I do this? Because I like to get better at tape reading, honestly. So we just retested the IPG. So that could be an entry. Actually, this is Venom, huh? Venom. Venom. You know, Venom. Let's see if this aligns with the GB range. That's not what I wanted to look at, though. We just hit the Venom candle. So actually, you need stop loss right there. It definitely has potential. I'll say that. Once again, all these tape reads are just for fun, guys. Like, it's just for fun. I'm just having a fun time reading, trying to read the market. It could be the rejection block. Ah, dang it. Dang it. Once again, that's kind of why higher time frame is important, right? You can see we use this 1 hour breaker. And once again, this is why you have your own opinions. Like, you know. It's just fun to tape read, but in all seriousness, trading you have to be strict about your rules. You have to, follow your plan. You honestly can't take crazy trades like that all the time. You gotta just be consistent with a reasonable RR, and then just do that over and over again. Look at that. It was actually a Venom model to the upside on the higher time frame. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. Do you guys see that? It was a Venom model to the upside. Yeah, of course that failed. Could not be more obvious why that failed. I might end the stream because I'm very content. Obviously, I'm not trading anymore. You guys already know this. And yeah, I think I might be done just because, I don't know. I already took my trade. I'm content. I'm happy. I'm done. So, yeah. And this was the first presented for ValueGap as well. So, it's a Venom first presented for ValueGap. Market's awesome. What a perfect day, honestly. What a perfect day. So sweet. Bet you we had precision swing point. So I would consider this Venom Plus. Oh my gosh, could you imagine taking that? You'd blow people's minds. So PSP off the Venom. Or maybe not PSP. Let's check. Not with... Wait. What the... Why doesn't the S&P have a 1018 candle? What? What happened to the 1018 candle on S&P? I'm so confused. S&P's glitched. There's no 1018 candle. Anyway, it's precision swing point on YM, so... And why that high? Because that's just the most obvious high. All the other highs are all the way up there. So 1019 Venom Plus. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call the stream. I'm gonna call it a stream. This has just been a great day, all in all. So, set 1019 Venom Plus. We're actually reusing the PSP. That's crazy. 1019 Venom Plus. I'm aligning a 1 minute with a 1 minute. I guess that's fine. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. This has been a great trading day. I'm very happy, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.